back in the car. But I don't know how many of you remember one of my favorite holiday commercials of all time was a Publix commercial involving a train seen from the distance traveling through the countryside. And long story short, it was a feel-good commercial around the holidays about going home for the holidays. It was not an Amtrak commercial, but the mother and her, I think, son were obviously going home for the holidays, and the train was how they were getting there. And it's a wonderful commercial that they played, I think, for maybe a decade or more. You don't see it anymore, but you can find it on YouTube. Publix train, a couple of attempts, you'll find it. And that's kind of what I was trying to recreate when I was taking Amtrak home for the holidays from Fort Lauderdale back to Tallahassee. And then it seems to me that I remember the train arrived in the middle of the night when it was so late that you could not even take a cab to the airport to rent a car. The rental car agencies closed when the last flights were had arrived. And there was nothing you could do. You couldn't rent a car that late. That's one reason it was very inconvenient. You had to really want to travel by train to come to Tallahassee. The arrival time into Tallahassee for the train coming from South Florida at the time it actually came from Miami. Eventually that train started in Orlando. So when I took the Sunset Limited, it had actually started in Miami. I picked it up in Fort Lauderdale. And I actually had to take a cab all the way from downtown, which we are here, through Killarn Estates